He borrowed feathers, but forgot the fall. It was time to feast. The tables were laid with heaven's fruits, golden seeds, wind nectar, and the sweetest dewdrops that ever touched morning leaves. Silver plates floated in on winged spirits, and the servers announced, "This meal is for all of you." The tortoise stood up. Rubbing his shiny shell, he said, "Ah, that's me." And before anyone could speak, he began to eat and eat and eat. This happened not once, not twice, but 3 times. Every meeting, the tortoise filled his belly while the poor birds watched, hungry and angry. The parrots muttered. Even the sparrows hissed. They had all been tricked again. The feast went on till the tables were empty and the songs were faint. The tortoise, the clever one, had eaten more than any bird in the hall. His belly was round, his eyes half closed, and soon he drifted into sleep, snoring happily like a satisfied king. But the birds were not happy. One by one, their smiles faded. They looked at one another, the parrot, the dove, even the tiny sparrow, and pain filled their hearts. "He tricked us," said the parrot angrily. "All that food, he said it was for all of you, but truly, he meant it was all for him." The birds nodded in agreement, their eyes burning with quiet fury. Then the parrot said, his voice deep and steady, "We must teach him a lesson, one he will never forget." And so they came to a unanimous decision. Their plan was set, and destiny waited just beyond the clouds. At last, it was time to return to the ground. The feast was over. The birds gathered at the gate of the sky, their eyes cold, their hearts heavy with anger. Then they marched up to the tortoise. He rubbed his eyes and smiled, still proud and full from the meal. But no one smiled back. "Tortoise, the time has come. Give back what you borrowed. Each feather must return to its rightful owner," the parrot said. The tortoise looked around, confused at first, then frightened. His pride began to crumble like dry earth. But the birds did not wait. One by one they came, the parrot, the dove, the eagle, each taking back their feather. The air was filled with the flutter and snaps of wings. Soon the tortoise stood bare and trembling, his shell dull, his body heavy and helpless. He looked down. The earth seemed so far, so small, and tears welled in his eyes. One by one, they plucked out their gifts and flew away, leaving him alone on a drifting cloud. The sky grew quiet. The tortoise looked down. The earth seemed so far away. Then it happened. The tortoise, now bare and trembling, slipped from the edge of the sky. He began to fall. Down he went, faster and faster, through clouds, thick and thin, through winds that screamed in his ears. He tumbled and twisted, crying out as the world spun before his eyes. Help me, he shouted, but no one could hear him. The earth rushed up to meet him, green turning to brown, brown to dust, until with a heavy thud, he struck the ground. His shell cracked into many pieces, lines running across it like rivers of pain. And for a long while, he lay still, broken, humbled, and alone, but in serious pain. He lay on the earth for a long time, silent and weak. At last, with great pain, he began to move, one slow step after another, dragging his cracked shell behind him. He crawled through grass, through thorns and dust, until he reached the edge of the forest. There, under the shade of a green tree, he saw a spider weaving her silver web. Kind spider, the tortoise groaned, his voice trembling. Please, help me. My shell is broken. My pride has fallen. Stitch me together before I fall apart completely. The spider paused. Her many eyes, soft with pity. She came down slowly, her legs moving like tiny needles. You have learned your lesson, tortoise, she said gently. But even the proud deserve a second chance. So she began to weave, thread by thread, mending the cracks in his shell. Each stitch shimmered like moonlight, strong and beautiful. When she was done, the tortoise looked at his shell, now full of lines, but whole again. Tears filled his eyes. Thank you, spider, he whispered. I will never forget. From that day till now, every tortoise carries the marks of that great fall. A reminder that greed and cleverness can never live in the same shell. And the birds, they still meet in the sky, singing their lessons to the wind. Greed may lift you high, but honesty keeps you there. Like, share, and subscribe for more tales from Tales of the Talking Drum.